Hello, Matteo.
Hello, everyone.
Are you listening me?
Yeah, thanks you for to be here with you, and we discuss for my life, my project.
Yeah, it's a great pleasure to talk to someone that has rowed three Olympic Games and three
Yeah,
times world champion.
yeah.
Yeah, it's very good. Well, I didn't ask you. You are talking from where? Which city are you now?
In Tuscany, in near Pisa, is a little city near. In Tuscany is not too big, and my city where I was born is Pisa, and the 1 hour from Florence, and on the coast, on the beach. Not just
Uh,
the same day Rio de Janeiro because you are in Brazil, but just in the 10 minutes from the city.
yes. Actually, we were at Italia at
And the
2012.
eight now, and the eight.
Ah, yeah. Um, no, but when I traveled with my wife, we stood a little bit at Florence, I think 2 or 3 days, and we loved it. And it
Oh,
was very, very nice. We
yeah,
were looking at the river near the Ponte Vecchio, and there was a guy rowing a canoe, the
yeah,
school boat.
yeah.
And I said to my wife, "Oh, there's someone rowing." At that time, I was not rowing. After that, and I think 5 7 years later, I I started rowing again, like
Okay.
a master rower now.
It's not too old for to do that. I saw sometimes, for example, the American people, no, as very old guy, for example, 18 years old, that attend the race. In Italy, it's difficult, but for example, in Australia, America, I saw that.
Yes,
And
there is a guy from my hometown, which is Florianopolis, here,
ah,
Brazil. He's 92 years old. He still
ah,
competes at the World Regatta, Master Regatta
yeah, yeah,
every
yeah,
year. Every
yeah.
year he goes.
In the World Championship, the Master, no?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yes, yes. Last year, it was going to happen at Linz, Austria,
yeah, yeah. Between 1 month in September, the first of
September.
September. Yeah.
Yeah, but it was canceled, and it's going to happen now this month. I mean, this year.
Uh huh.
Well, let's begin.
Yeah.
Our script, I think there are some little changes will occur when we start talking because I usually speak before talking to someone, and at this time I only read about your life, and I think there is some interesting things,
Yeah.
uh, even about what we wrote. Well. Uh, You started rowing 1995. If you were born at 1984, you were only 11 years old. That's
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. 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 And yeah, I start the rowing very early, and because my family were in the world of rowing as a master rower, and my mom as a referee, as a hobby
Mm.
in Italy. And and now my mom I go to Olympics game in Tokyo
Mm.
for referee, yeah, for attendant referee,
Yeah.
yeah, and they found a nice. I just find in the same place, you know, with this master with my mom, and it's normally that I tried, you know, to go on the boat and to try to attend the first race. And but it's very funny as I started my career, my rower, because my family, they found a nice lake near our house in Tuscany, near Pisa, and decided to make there a little club where I was just only at the first athlete in that club, very funny. We all the boat loaded by our rowing club, the friend, and but it wasn't easy because when you are only you in the club and you are your mom or your father, as the coach, it's not easy. And it's difficult to be rational about father, coach, and that's it. But funny.
Yeah. Oh, your father used to be a rower as well.
Yeah,
Yes?
yeah. He's a master. Yeah.
But he did make the national team.
No. Just for Robbie Ruber, and now he continued to be president of this club that are born with me and he, and the name and the club rowing San Miniato, where in my project I have the headquarters there for to arrange everything, and it's good place.
Yeah. Yes, we are going to talk about San Miniato a little bit later, and let's focus about your long career because it's too much time. You have been rowing more time than you have not.
Yeah, more than 20 years. Yeah, more than my age.
Which is very, very tough, very difficult, I think, because you always were a high level rower, and many practice, long time practicing. It's very difficult. Well, in Italy, I think rowing is a very famous sport, isn't it?
No, really no, because in Italy there is only the football as a famous sport, as a principal, and to shame, but it's like this because in Italy sometimes we tend to give more importance to the money that can turn into the sport, the pleasure of the sport, and for doing the sport. But now I can see that with social media in the last 10 years, something is a change because it's easiest to find or to see the people, to get the medal in the Olympics game and the World Championship, even other sport that is less famous with less money, but is more easy. It's the easiest now. And why? Because rowing is not to be part of the Italy sport, old sport, because the rowing come from the Anglo-Saxon part, America, Australia, England, and it's for practices you need the river or the lake, and in Italy usually we have the big river, but we have a lot of little lake, not big lake, and sometimes it's difficult to attend the rowing in the start of Italy, and it's like this. I don't know if in Brazil it's the same. I think I remember.
Yeah, here at Brazil, I talked to a professor from University of Rio, and he studies a lot about rowing, about the sports, and he said something that at the beginning of the century, not the beginning, at the middle of the century, last century, 1945, 1950, rowing started to be a popular sport. People from anyone started rowing. And when it began here in Brazil, only high society used to row. And then when this happened, the people that pay to have rowing as a good sport or as a high level sport, they started giving the back. They said, no, it's not our sport anymore. It's it's their sport. It's
Yeah.
belongs to the people. It belongs um, to a popular. It's not anymore ours. And so rowing started losing the strength here, and people started not to put money anymore. And football started increasing here at 1950 when Brazil lost the World Cup
Yeah.
for Uruguay here at Brazil. After that, they started playing a lot, and then Pelé started playing, and
Yeah.
Pelé
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
Pelé.
Very famous.
We don't have to say who is Pelé.
Yeah. I know. I know. I just see.
Well, uh, before we talk about the Olympic participations,
Yeah.
how did it happen? How could you participate at the World Champions? You were a junior champion when you
Yeah.
were.
I started. No, I started with the junior champions in Italy, of course, and but just in the second my year in the junior, because the first year I was the reserve and not titular in the team, but the second year I won the gold medal in the four in Trakai. Very nice boat that, because and the quad that all this guy inside after that race in this future again, they got a lot medal on the Olympics game or another championship, world championship, but very nice. Of course, you remember very well in every time the first things that you are do it, no? The first medal when in the World Championship when I was junior, and the first participated in the Olympics game in Athens, because the first time that you did something, it's all new. It's all new. The sensation you remember very well, because the sensation sometimes is too strong for your ear that you attend in that moment. Sometimes when you are very young, it's not easy if you don't have the right person around you judgment this emotion. No,
Oh, yes.
it's not easy, but it's sharp.
Yes. Um, you said your father was a coach. Was
Yeah,
your first
yes.
coach?
Yeah, vice coach, now just the president, just the retirement in president for the club. Sometimes just try to make a coach for the young guy, for a young guy.
Yes. Uh-huh.
Uh, yeah, sometimes it
But when you went to the world champion, he was the coach, or was someone else?
yes, my father has coached me all my time, but when I was 16, I attended the campus, the Italian campus for rowing, that it's known in Tuscany, but near Rome, in one particular lake, where you go there. It's the same campus. You go there, you stay there for 2 years, 3 years. You study, you training, and you attend the rover. And that I very grow a lot in the sport,
Yes.
because when you stay holy and one clubs, you training just you, only you, don't you have the right judgment by yourself and with another, because you ever need some another athletes for have the range, about your time, your training, you're training hard, you push your stress, and sometimes when you just you stay only you is very difficult, sometimes impossible, I think.
Yes. The lake you near Rome is the Albano Lake. Is that
Al,
right? No,
Al,
Albano.
no, we in which lake? Sorry.
Yeah, the campus of
No,
Italy.
in Piediluco.
Ah, Piedeluco. Ah, yeah.
Piediluco, sì.
Yes. And this is one thing that I would like to understand. You go there, you study, uh, uh, you keep studying there, your regular school.
Yeah. Regular school is too toughest sometimes because, for example, in Italy, it's not the same in the USA or Australia or in England, where you can attend the university or you study, and the university is just made to have a lot access or the sport and study. In Italy, if you want to attend the both, you need to make a lot of toughest things because you need to training very early in the morning. You get the bus, the train, or the car. You reach the school. It's not easy. It's not easy. Sometimes the school fighting you about the sport or study. Or you did sport or you study. Sometimes in Italy, I don't know why. It's complicated. It's too complicated.
Ah, yes. This is one problem we have here at Brazil. It's very difficult to be an athlete, a high level athlete, and study, work, and
Yeah, but I think because, for example, the place that I told before, USA, Australia, England, they have the private university, In Italy, there are some private university, but the mayor has a public university. When it's a public, it's different, I think, because for to change something in the public statement, it's not easy.
yes. That's right. And well, and then you after the junior world championship, you won two more world champions. Always on the quad, or
In
was
the
different
double,
boats? The double.
two times, yeah, and another time in the quad when I was senior in the in New Zealand. I got the second position, and but I remember very nice the moment when I was about junior, and the first year my under 23, the category, another championship. And because I told you before, just the first experience about the world, the athletes on the world, as a fix all these things. And when I was 18, 17, 18, I just attend in the first campus with the senior team athletes, and that moment all the change in the training, because training vary a lot, and to adjust the ratio about the very big guy that got the gold medal in the Olympic game, you training side by side. It was another nice moment.
Ah, yes. And about the training, you remember how long or how much time you trained every day, or was like one day was a long time?
Yeah, in the high level, you're training 2 times every day, about 3 hours every session. and just in the Sunday you training one times without 3 day. Without 3 day is too a lot. Okay. And we are turn in the winter or in the summer, depends which you're focused. You are the race, but usually, for example, in the winter, we have a lot boring training because you stay in the gym with the ergo, a lot ergo, and it's no nice. No, the ergo is very boring, and yeah, it's very boring because it's not the boat. When you go to the boat in the winter, it's very cold, and for me, I don't like it. I like the hot temperature.
Yes.
And, normal.
Yeah, ergo is something we have to do, but if we could not do it, would be better.
Yeah. It's very important for your feet, for your better in shape, for in the provision for your body, your training body. But sometimes we are concentrated just in the ergo and the time, the ergo, without to see the time in the boat. Sometimes when I was young, the big coach take some people just for the time in ergo and not for the time in the boat. And it's a very mistake that, because sometimes it's not enough. It's not enough the same that you go fast in the ergo, you go fast in the boat. Sometimes you just go fast in the ergo because when you was young, you sometimes you grew up before the another guy, no? And you are tall, you are very weight, and it's easiest to go fast in the ergo, respect on the boat or other people.
Yeah, the boat is quite different. It's
total different.
Yeah. Yeah, but my coach, which was a very good rower here, he used to row the single.
Yeah.
He says, for us master rowers, all right, okay, but for high level people, if you don't have a good time on the ergo, you might be good at the boat, but you won't be the best.
No, yeah, but I agree, because when you are old, the mature athletes, of course you have to be the good engineer, no? Engineer in your body. And the good engineer, the time in ergo is that time. It's impossible that you don't go fast in the ergo. But when you was young, it's different. It's different. And of course, it's normal. It's easiest when you are all the athletes that the coach know you very well. And know the historical race. If this guy has got the medal in the championship and the world championship, it's the easiest to judgment of these athletes, you know. But when don't know some these people, the young people, it's difficult to make a judgment about just all the time in ergo on the boat.
Yes. When the coach is selecting the people, the team for the race, he uses the times for the ergo.
Yeah, it's a combined some details, because usually we have in the winter just judgment about the data in ergo and the training on the boat, and the coach trying to change to sweep some athletes in that boat. And after, when the coach has found the right combination, the right boat, try this boat in the little trials that we found about from April to May in Italy. And after that, if the boat is good, we attend, for example, the World Cup and another step by step. If the boat go well, we go with that.
Yeah, that's interesting, because some people say that many coaches look first for the ergo results, and they about the both results they took it second place. I don't know if this is the best thing to
But
do.
depends, because we return on the latest statement about when you was young, you can find like this as your coach. But when you are old athletes, mature athletes that the coach know very well, all these athletes in this team is totally different, because it's difficult that one old athletes to make a very big step about the ergo. That, for example, in the test, the 2,000 the 2 key, no, in the 1,000 meters, it's difficult. It's these people, the best times, the 6 minutes. It's very difficult that 1 year after these old athletes, I intend, for example, the athletes about 27, 28 old, no? It's very difficult that this guy, the next after, we can have all to make, for example, 5:30, no? 5 minutes and 30 seconds in the same test. It's a little difficult.
Yes. Yeah. Well, and when you went to the first Olympic Games, you were on the single.
Yeah.
And the selection was basically in the water, or was like you were national championship champion, and then you went to Olympics?
Yeah, no, the first the championship after in the years the Olympics game, some kind of the trials inside of Italy about all the scholar, and the people that get the best time go for the single scull.
And at 2004, I think the
19.
world. What?
My age 19 in 20 in the Olympics game.
You were 19 years old. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, very young.
Yeah.
And the champion at that time was Olaf Tuft. No.
Yeah, Olaf Tuft.
Yeah. And what is
my friend?
What is like sit in the boat and look to your side and meet Olaf Tuft? How is it?
My friend, Olaf Tuft, because our training sometimes together, not together, but in the same place, for example, in Italy, because sometimes in the summer with the team, we go in Livigno as the one part of we training on the hill, no, for the art training, about 2,000 meters on the higher level of the sea. And sometimes Tuft was there for the training for the World Championship, and we talk about something, training or something like this. Very strong guys that now we attend another Olympics game in the quad. It's very strong.
Yeah. It's very interesting because at Europe there are many good rowers. The best rowers, I think, are at Europe, and you live like a little bit close to anyone, to each other, and then you talk, and then you become friends, and then you practice, you train together. It's interesting because in the water you are enemies, but outside the water you are a friend.
Yeah, about the same in the rugby sport or another sport. The fair play is very important. And you
Yes.
stay in the boat, stay in the boat, but and the race. But after the boat, we are our friends. In
Mm.
fact, the party and the hand of the each world championship, is very nice because the day before and the race, you stay in the focus on just on the race. Don't say hello sometimes, or just in the same way. But after the race, and we all friends, on the party. We drink
Yeah.
together, we dance together. It's very nice moment.
Yes. My coach, when I was young, he said that the rowers were not society didn't like to what the rowers used to do because they were strictly focused on the
Yeah,
regatta, but when it finished after the regatta they drank too much.
yeah. You
And-
you switch off the mind. You change, no? Do you remember about the race? Just for to concentrate, another focus for funny moment, and you need to free and to put out all the stress, that you are get
yes.
all the here, and it's just how celebrated of your efforts about that here.
And just as we are talking about concentration and focus, how could you get so much time keep rowing at so high level, Matteo?
It's not easy. It's not easy, especially for for example, when you stay a lot on the campus on the training. Usually in the winter, for example, in the summer, when you're training a lot, you are the really competition. You stay, for example, every month you stay 3 weeks in the training campus. It's a lot of time because you can think of, for example, for the social interaction aspect, in the normal life, it's not easy to building, for example, I don't know, easy things, so the family or another people that just know the athletes. It's not easy. Sometimes it's like as another word, no, because you stay all together, just the people that are training in the campus, and the campus is not in the city, it's not in the center of the Florence or in Rome, but stay stay in the middle of the hill. It's not comfortable for to reach the city because you
Yeah,
need to stay concentrated and the focus on that and no distraction on your mind,
yeah.
and
It,
it's no really easy. And
it would
sometimes, uh,
it would be more a camping than a campus.
yeah, really, yeah.
Yes.
Sometimes it's not easy. For example, you can think you are a lot stressed because you're training a lot. You are a lot stressed because you stay away for your house or your friend or your girlfriend, and you row with your friend in the same boat, and you share your rooms with your friend on the same boat. You live in this symbiotic, no? Symbiotic and symbiosis,
Uh-huh. Uh, yeah.
with these people, or with other
Uh-huh.
people. The same, the wife. It's not easy every time, and you are a lot of stress. You're to share your bedroom or your room with your friend. But sometimes you need to stay alone for the breath, you breath the fresh air. It's no, we need a lot of patience, a lot motivation.
And at the team, there is how I say a psychologist.
Yeah, psychology.
Yes, he, as a professional that.
Yeah, sometimes the coach tried to, if some people had the problem, or you had to spoke with another person with some problem, or how you get reach the new race for to put all efforts in that race. There was the psychology, but in Italy it's not the same times as another nation that it's usually to have the psychology in the team. In Italy, sometimes it's skeptical about these things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. My mother is saying ciao. She would like to write something,
Ah,
but
yeah,
she understands a little bit, but she doesn't write too good in English.
yeah. Okay.
But yeah, these psychological things are very important. I think here at Brazil, I think one of our great problems from our athletes, it's the pressure they carry with them, and they used to not they used to. I think they should go to Europe and participate from more regattas, many times high level regattas, to get used to the high pressure.
Yeah.
We don't have many competitions here so high level,
Yeah, because
and this is
yes, of course. I think that, for example, for the place as the strong nation about, for example, the Brazil or New Zealand or Australia, all the high grades that make in Europe usually. Now, for example, Luzern or Germany or in Italy, it's too complicated for this nation come here, because when I come here, we stay here for a lot of months, because we training, we just adapt of the time of the jet lag, and we need to stay away of the house for a lot of time. I think it's a lot of pressure for that person.
yes. And about the Olympic Games, you have participated. First time was on the single. The second time was
In the
London,
four, in the
the
quad, yeah,
four,
in London,
and
and
then at
uh-huh.
Rio you were
And
at the eight.
yeah,
Which one
and
was
I
the?
jump and the jump Pekino, because
Yes.
it's no math, but the years before I was in the quad, in the Italy quad, but in the medical visit, I found the problem with my heart, and
Uh,
yeah, and I take this problem. I just had to surgery my heart for the fix all my body. It's a very complicated moment, because for 1 year I make a round of the doctor for which problem is my stop on my career, and it's very sad moment. Very sad.
no.
Yeah.
This part it's not at the world rowing site.
I
They,
just
they, they,
said the part,
yeah.
the secret part.
Yeah, but after that, you went to two Olympic Games and two more Olympic Games.
No.
Yes,
And
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 and these three games, which one was the most important, or which one was?
well, most important, the first Olympics, I was in the single scull, as very scary about all things, because you had to attend the one big important event as Olympics game in the single scull, but you stay just you, and you know that the single scull, I think it's the more complicated and the stronger boat in the rowing, because you find all these guys that are 2 meters, about 100 kilos, very strong, And in Italy, we are very good because we use very well the technical, no, the technical and to row together in double and the four and in the quarter and the eight. But when you stay only you in the single scull, you are necessary to have a very strong muscle for to move the boat. And for me, in the 90 years, that's more impossible. But a good experience. I remember that the first time I just take this experience as oh wow, I go to Olympic game, the single scull, very nice. I'm very happy, excited. But in the second time when but just I saw before that became the Olympics. And the second time when I was that's very strong to compete all this guy, I was a little sad because I just on the single scull, while my friend, for example, on the quad, it's more different. I would prefer to stay in another boat, I think, but it's just an Olympics, and it's really nice. In the London, in the London, in the quad, was unlike it because was not like it because just 1 month before to attend the Olympics game in London, in the last World Cup in the Munich, no? In the race with my boat, arrived in the third position.
Yes.
And all things that it's probably that they get the medal, no, in the Olympics game in 1 month after that moment. But the coach of the time, we are taking all the team in the mountain for training, no, for attend this campus. And when you're training in the hill, no. It's very, you are just to attend in very particular way your training because it's danger. If you're training a lot, when you get out of the hill and you restart, you stay more tired than before because you are recover all the time. You are the exact opposite of the one you're staying. And that time I was there. And the London when I attended the Olympics game, all the boat was more tired than before. I don't know. It's no map. It's no map. It's sure it's very hard to get the medal, but that's probably just to play on the final, no? As
yes, that's good. Well, after Rio, you decided to stop training a lot, or you kept training a little bit more?
Yeah, it's another 1-2 years I trained because it's no easy to stop the career and the training, and but when your mind is really tired because sometimes you don't like it with your race. Sometimes because you are need necessary to have the social friend in the normal way, in normal life. You need to stop. You have to long break, but sometimes it's not possible. And to have the long break and to come back in the team. And I decided to finish my career as the professional athlete. And I attend as a coach. I take my professional coach in the Italian team. And after 1 year, I decided to make this new project, Rowing Tuscany.
Which is a very good project. I wish I had money to go there and stay 2 months just rowing there, eating this bad food. The Italian food is. My wife didn't like the Italian food because you eat too much.
You with okay, okay.
You eat too much. She didn't
Yeah.
like. No. It's I love the Italian food. It's very good. The pasta and
No.
everything.
Yeah,
Very
yeah,
very
yeah.
good.
I in Italy, no, we are the region, no, and the region, my region, Tuscany, I like a lot. I like a lot because I born here. I wanted to make something here because in Tuscany we have the sea, we have the historic city, we have the hill, we have everything, and
Yes.
I'd like to make something here with my friend, the Olympian friends, and I decided to make this particular academy. And I just to become 1 month ago now, 1 month ago, and we had a lot interest about all the people because Tuscany is a Tuscany.
Yes. Tuscany is one of the most beautiful places.
Yeah, Florence is
Yeah.
the sensation is the unforgettable moment when you pass on your boat under the bridge, of the bridge, Ponte Vecchio. It's very, even for me, it's very unforgettable sensation. More, you are the opportunity to training and you follow and you row in the same boat with the Olympian guy that I got
Yeah.
the medalist, and another nice things I think so, because I put in the wear on the other people, for example the master that want to improve, you are the drills about the technical, and if you row and you have the same sensation about the same boat with Olympians, you can you can improve very fast sometimes. So for me, it's the same. I improved really fast when I was a row with very nice guys with the rower, and because something part of the rower and the rowing, you are just take it or stolen. If you stay in the same boat, you row with a guy that's a good guy on the rower, because the coach would be very great, but sometimes it's difficult to have the same language and to understand what I think. Or sometimes we have the coach that they never rower in the life, and I think it's really impossible to transmit, to link with the athletes the sensation about something particular things, so about technical, about the sensibilization about the boat. Because everything you are needed to try before the another person, no? I teach on some people, but before I just tried and just in particular my career, my background, and that part of the work on the sport, everything. No, you can impossible to just to see a lot of video and to write all the books. You have the all tools about to teach in the right way the technical and the training. The training maybe, but the technical it's complicated.
Yeah, you have to feel the boat. You have to listen the boat. It's
Yeah,
when you are rowing well, you can listen the boat. It makes a different sound.
yeah, different
When
sound.
it goes over the water, the sound it makes, the
Yeah,
bubbles, it's different.
yeah, and
And when you are going to catch, at the catch, you see the stern of the boat going down, and you say, oh, I'm doing something wrong. Or when you finish the stroke and the stern goes up, you say, oh, I'm doing something, my back is putting overweight on the bow, and so the boat might be
yeah, but even the timing, when your stroke, yeah, need the timing, on the boat, and the positive
yes.
things and the negative way. It's not easy. You are needed to try. You just need to try with another guy. You try the move, the feeling. for me, it was the same. When I was started just in the single sculler, no, and I was young. Then before that, we are tried to row with another guys in the double, in the four. Has not improved a lot, like the normal way. I was an handicap at that time because I rowed just in the single sculler, and the single is good. But when I was in the double on the four, I was the handicap about the timing, the centralization, and all the things.
Yes. Well, and about the tours, you like if someone wants to go to your new project, like rowing in Tuscany, and you go in the morning, you practice, you train, you row, and then
Yeah.
after that, you go with them, or is there like a
No,
program?
the good things that we have decided to make the little group about the more 4 or 5 people every time, because I'm the coach, I have another my friend Olympians guy for row together, depends how many people there, and very nice things that every training, every weekend or academy, we can tailor made about the needs about that person, no, because all the person we have the different grade of the technical of the skills, and need to improve something or another things, and we are tailor made about all the sessions, and usually I put in my website the schedule about the hypothesis of the schedule, and we can training or 2 or 3 times every day, one in the morning or 2 short session in the morning and 1 big session in the afternoon, or vice versa, 1 big session in the morning, 1 big session in the afternoon. After each session, we have the technical video that we can take some focus point where you work, and for in the next session on the boat with that these drills for to work, because it's right when you are 3-4 days you are need to put focus just in the more in the big mistake of these athletes, no the little things. Depends on these athletes, but usually you are need to put on the focus in the big mistake. And it's really nice because it's a very fixed well. The next from 1 week we come here the old master about the Dallas that came here, very excited, and we started very well. And just for the problem for the COVID, because the Australian and the New Zealand people, Americans, and we have found some problem about the trip and all now here. And now it's free, okay, but until last month was the problem about the COVID. But now it's really good, and we are to make a pleasure because in the 3 months before now, and we are trained with the distance training with the call one guy that training in America, in USA, from Dallas. That this guy wanted to attend the World Championship, the Masters World Championship, at the International Champion in USA, and I made the training, the schedule of the training, and the technical analysis with the call, and fixed really well. I made very pleasure, and because they improve a lot about the time on the ergo, because in the ergo we have more details, and now this guy got the race and said me that hey Matteo, very good, because I able to make a lot stroke in the boat, and I'm happy like this. It's just beautiful to teach something that you are and you have studied, all your life, and to pass on all this another passionate guy.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, is there anything else we didn't talk? You would like to any funny happenings that occurred in your competitions? Some funny stories you remember?
You funny story when you attend the big race, for example, the World Championship is not funny, but just particular things. For example, I remember in New Zealand at my World Championship when I got to the second place, and I had the problem because in the quad, one my friend on the boat, I get the sick. And I got the sick just when I arrived in New Zealand. For 1 week, we didn't know if we attend the race with this guy or no. And when you prepare all this year for this competition, it's not easy to stay focused in the race, because you are the probability that you change the rower, and you change the rower sometimes it's not good well. And no, the funny things we happened sometimes. For example, when I was young, I trained with Agostino Bagnale, as a very famous the brother.
He was one of the pair, Agostino.
In the double, yeah.
In
No,
the
in the
double.
pair, yeah, but yeah, Bagnale are three brothers.
Three brothers.
Yeah, I trained with the youngest there. And I remember that I trained in Piediluco in the winter, and the winter in Piediluco is very, very cold, about 3-4 degrees. And I remember that I was very tired. And when I arrived, all to get out of the boat, and I jumped very fast on that boat for get out, and I don't see that Agostino on back of me and stayed on the boat, and that the boat is swiss up, Agostino in the water. And for me, I was very young because I was 18, and for me, Agostino is the myth, and this Agostino, oh, sorry, but it was just things very nice. Yeah.
Yeah. And the older brothers, Abagnale brothers, you met them as?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think was 1988. You were like 4 years old. They won the Olympics. Yes. Yeah. They rode the pair. Yes.
No. Yeah, in the Atlanta.
No.
1996. The last Olympics.
1996. Yeah.
Yeah, in the double, gold medal.
Yeah, they were very strong, weren't they?
Yeah, it taught me a lot of things about the pressure of the training tough, training hard, and how you stay concentrated. It's very good school for me.
Yeah. All right. We are almost like an hour talking here. Very fun. I would like to talk much longer with you, but I know you are a very busy man, and we have to work and we have to rest a little bit because today is Sunday. Okay. And I would like to say thank you to you for all your time, all your information.
Thank you too.
And now I give the word to you so you can finish our chat.
Perfect. Okay.
All right.
It's a pleasure to stay with you. Okay. Thank you, and see you soon for another things that you want.
Yeah, I hope I have money to go back to Tuscany again.
Okay.
All right.
See you in Tuscany. Row in Tuscany.
See you.
See you.
Bye.
Bye.